Hey car beautiful, how are you this fantastic Wednesday? Yes, officially we're halfway through the week. That can only mean one thing, the weekend beckons, payday's getting closer, car boot sales are going to be on, and yes, we're going to make some money guys, we're going to make some good money. Well, let's see what has sold today. Yes, the notification bells have gone ching, 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 ching. And without further ado, let me show you the sales that have gone out and what I paid for them, and we'll take it from there, right? Excellent. So, first of all, you've seen me pick these up, guys. Yes, a nice pair of red shorts. Size was good for about 34, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, size 34. In the Chazzers, I did say look out for Spoke, guys. Spoke are a very strong brand. Yep, I paid £6 in that charity shop, if you remember, which was last week, and I've now just flipped it for a grand total of £23. Nice. So yeah, happy they're going out. I knew they were going to sell. This video hasn't officially gone out yet. I should be uploading it. I was going to upload it today, but then, as you can appreciate, I've got the sales going out, so I'm going to give you an update on the sales rather than the car boot that I did on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. So I've done 3 or was it 4 car boots on Sunday. It was mega. It was fantastic. Yep. So I literally bought a big bin bag. You'll see it when the video goes out live. A big bin bag, trash can bag, full of Brio train track, wooden train track. The seller only wanted £5, guys. As you know from a previous video, I actually bought from a charity shop £12 bag of near enough 5 kilos and sold that for around £65 to £70 on eBay. There it is. So when I saw this at the car boot, I was like, how much do you want for it? The man says £5. I was like, thank you very much, I'll be taking that. Got it home, just literally went through it last night, believe it or not, is when I got around to listing it, because as I said yesterday, is a case I've had so much to list that I've actually finally got around to listing it, put it live online yesterday, right? So, went through it, and it turns out there's a mixture of Brio and also IKEA, which is wooden as well, guys. So I divided it into 2 piles and listed both as separate listings. I've got about 3 kilos of Brio and good for about 2 kilos worth of IKEA compatible as well with Brio, because they all interlock, right? So in this bag, as you can see, it's like Brio tracks. There's a couple of trains in there as well, you know, all the official vintage ones. Literally, I had an offer come in today for a grand total of, don't forget, this only owes me £5, guys. £5, right? So I'll split it into 2 lots, and just this bag here, yep, it's about 3 kilos, has gone for literally £33. Thank you. Lovely. Right, let's have a look. Next on my list is, yes, this. As you know, in Rickmansworth, no, it wasn't Rickmansworth, was it, guys? It was good for Chorleywood car boot. Again, a big bin bag full of Tomy Trackmaster, which I've then, because it was missing a few parts, I've decided to break it up into job lots. So I've already, this is going to be the 3rd lot that's gone out. The first lot went for £9. That means the rest of it is now pure profit, yeah? So last week I sold a couple of train per track for about £9. I'm well and truly in profit. This lot have just gone out now for a grand total of, I need to look at my list of £15, guys. £15. You know, easy money, guys. Easy, easy money. Moving on. Let's have a look. These, again, this was part of Shepperton car boot. They're a pair of speakers, they're a pair of Sonys, yeah? I bought this with the intention of the whole hi-fi unit working. The tape player didn't work, so what I've decided to do is break it up into job lots. So I've sold the speaker separate, listed the main unit separate as spares and repairs. The speakers work fine, music comes out, but however the cassette keeps chewing up tapes on the system. Everything else works fine. The CD, radio, etc. works absolutely fine. So I only paid a grand total of £8, but you won't see that. It was at a car boot. Did I record it? Yes, I did. I managed to get it on film. I started filming them. Sold just the speakers on their own for a grand total of £24. Nice. Okay, a quick sale on the Vinted while we're there. Had these for an absolute age, guys. These are very nice condition, hardly been used. All right, more of a goth rock leather boots, done by a company called Bertie, who are very expensive in the shoe boot range. I think I paid a grand total back in the day for £6 at Chazza's. Can't remember which one now. They've just had them for ages. Couldn't seem to shift them for love nor money. Anyway, just got rid of them now on Vinted for £15. It just clears and declutters, guys. £15. Happy days, isn't it? Happy days. Money's money, guys. It all adds up at the end of the day. You would have seen me pick this up when I was at Harrow-Weald in the electrical shop. You remember they got two charity shops next door to each other, which is next to the Harrow-Weald bus depot, if you wish. On the left hand side is good for electricals, which they pat test and sell on. Sometimes you can get good prices in there. Other times it's a bit of a gamble. They know what the eBay prices are, guys. They tend to be around that sort of mark, but you can get lucky, as you saw with that Dymo printer that I picked up for 10, flipped it for about 70 to 80 pounds back in the day, not too long ago. So yeah, you can get very lucky. Right time, right place, blah blah blah. You know what I'm going to say. Anyway, this was in there on the same day, if I'm not mistaken. So this would actually owe me absolutely nothing. This is Agatha Christie's Poirot. It's a big DVD box set. Yeah, it says it contains 31 discs. There was actually 31 in there. It was missing one, so I put that in the listing. Anyway, I've had it now good for 3 months, thereabouts. 2 months, not sure. Anyway, so £10 paid, and I got a return on that, guys, of £30. So yeah, we'll take that, right? We'll take that every day of the week. Excellent. And the last but not least, guys, the last but not least, I'm going to get these out, and there's a reason why I'm going to get these out, because they're actually tamper-proof stickers which I bought on Amazon. Right, so this video hasn't yet gone out. Surely would. Just gone this weekend. Like I said, I've done 3-4 car boots. I can't remember the exact amount now. This was one of the items at the house clearance, right? I asked the guy, went up to him and said, how much do you want for it? He said, what is it? Yeah, don't forget, an hour, literally about 45 minutes to an hour had already passed. And this box was just sat like that, yeah? And I just knew by the name, right? I just knew by the name it's something I need to put my hands on, and put my hands on quick. It's called a Brennan, yeah? It is a JB7. If you know, you know. Anyway, I showed the man the box like that. He was still none of the wiser, the house clearance guy, and he was like, do you know what, give me £10 for it. My hand went in my pocket. I'm not going to barter, I'm not going to argue, I'm not going to say no more, guys. It's going to be a case of, yes, there it is, spares and repairs. This item here is going to bring me some serious money, and I say serious, guys, absolutely huge. Right, what it is, there you go. It's just a little unit by Brennan. It's all been tested. I have the power cable, etc., in that white box down there with the control, a couple of instructions, yeah? There you go. I've already tested it. It's working. It's a built-in amplifier. It's a CD ripper, basically. It's a CD ripper. So, I mean, what's the price on that? Well, what I'm going to do first, guys, I'm going to take one of these tamper-proof stickers, so bear with me, yeah? Okay? And then I'm just going to literally, see that central screw there? Yeah? I'm going to literally go over that central screw now. Yeah? So I'll know if that has been tampered with. Yeah? There you go. I've now gone over that central screw. Yes, guys, so I've now put that sticker over there, yeah? That is called a tamper-proof sticker. I will now know if said customer who's bought this item has actually gone to remove it, yeah? So, just for the sake of eBay, this is a message to you guys. I put a tamper-proof sticker on there. Even if they do try and put a screwdriver in there, they won't be able to remove that outside sticker. Yeah, okay. So yeah, happy days. So now I know that is safe as houses. Right, why have I done that, guys? Why have I done that? Well, for the purpose of, this is a built-in amplifier, and if someone's going to try and use it for spares and then return it saying it's not working, it is working, it was working, I've got video of it working. However, I've now put that tamper-proof sticker on so they can't take bits out and use what they want to use and then try and return it to get their money back, right? So for the case of eBay, yes, this is a message to you. I've now put the tamper-proof sticker on. If they do try and tamper with it, I, as a seller, will know. All right? Just letting you know, guys. Right, so why would I put that sticker on that particular item? Well, I bought it for £10 at the car boot, and it's just gone for £165. Get in! That's another day. That's the weekend sales. That's Monday, which I've done the weekend sales, right? Tuesday brought in some big sales, and now Wednesday has brought in some big sales. I've just flipped £45, guys. 45 British pounds into a total of 305 beautiful pounds. Thank you very much. Oh, what a great week. eBay, guys, is not dead. I keep seeing these thumbnails on YouTube saying, what's going on? eBay's dead. What's going on? You know? Hey ho, man. If you're not price structuring your goods at the right price, if you're trying to make too much of a profit margin, people will look elsewhere. Yeah? You need to just be a bit more competitive, guys. Be willing to take a little bit of a sacrifice every now and then on your other products, just so you get that algorithm going, just so eBay knows how serious you are. You know, keep sending out them offers as soon as you go into your sold page. If you scroll down, it says these people are interested in your items. If need be, guys, rather than say 6-7% discount, you know, because you're looking too much at this, throw out a 15%, you know, take a couple of pounds hit. Remember, the most important thing, you're not paying top dollar, are you, for these items? We're not paying huge amounts for these items, and this is the mistake people are making. You need to remember that the amount we pay, like I say, an average of mine is between £5 and £10. On a rare occasion, when I see a very high-end product, let's say, for example, that Gargia ice cream maker, for example, I was willing to take a £20 gamble on that because I know how strong the brand is and how much it can go for. And yes, I got top-end price of £100 back for that. Yeah? But what you've got to consider, guys, as resellers is you're not paying that much for these items. Stop chasing the big pounds. What would you rather? A spike in, yeah, there's your sales going big, there's your profit, and then have lots of little ones, yeah? Or would you like a nice constant flow, guys? You know, at the end of the day, these are bill payers. It's a lifestyle choice. Remember the journey you're making in life. Yes, we all want to make thousands a week. Of course we do. But you know, if you can make more than you would from a 9 to 5, guys, yeah, just remember that. It's not easy work. I'm not saying it's easy work. I'm not saying the money's going to be guaranteed to come in. No, it's not. But what you've got to do is be willing to make them small sacrifices to get to the bigger result at the end, guys, yeah? Anyway, I cannot preach. I cannot lecture. You are your own boss at the end of the day, guys. You know, it's up to you what you do. I'm just saying what I do. I'm just saying the small sacrifices I'm willing to make to keep my algorithm going stronger and stronger. eBay is not dead. Simple. Guys, anyway, no more lecture. So now you've seen what I pick up. You see what I sell it for. It's only fair, right? Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for your time and your patience in this. Yes, I do tend to blabber on. I'd much rather sit down with you out there in public and have a nice cup of tea, a cup of coffee, a cream cake, or a cake of your choice. Actually, let's not talk about cakes and English breakfast and things because I'm getting rather peckish. Anyway, guys, I appreciate your time. Remember, the people around you create the world you live. Respect everybody, hate no one. Guys, take it easy.